Hi, I'm Mike Hughes, and we did a video for you last week on muscle memory, and I said I'd go more into muscle memory this week. So again, this is Felipe. He was in the last video on muscle memory, and when the new owners got Felipe, who's a rescue horse, and he was rescued from abuse, abandonment, and neglect. So he has a lot of really bad memories, which is his muscle memory on things that are about to happen to him. And of course, he's not in that environment anymore. He's in a new environment where he's treated very gently, very kind, no abuse, no neglect, and no abandonment. But in his mind, he doesn't realize that. All he realizes is that people beat on him and abused him, and that's where the old muscle or the old memory is. So since he's been in training with me, we've been working on building a new muscle memory. The new muscle memory is going to show him, hey, I'm not going to sit here and beat on you. I'm not going to whip on you. I'm not going to abandon you. I'm not going to neglect you. I'm not going to make you go 3 days without water or food or anything like that. And when you start working with horses that have bad muscle memories, and it could be from abuse, neglect, abandonment, it could be from a number of other reasons. It could be from a bad start that the horse had, so he has a bucking issue from a bad start. It could be a number of other reasons. And that's why when horses come into training with me, we start peeling back the layers, listening to the horse. As we do that, we'll find the root cause of the behavior issue. And as we peeled back the layers on Felipe here and started listening to him and did a little bit of research, we found out that he was very badly abused, and there were certain triggers that would set him off. Like one, picking up a lunge whip to just have him lunge around. He'd want to start racing around me, going to the left and to the right. So we had to start correcting that. And he just thought he was going to get nailed with that lunge whip. So he thought, oh, the faster I move and start racing around, the better. Then I don't get whipped on. Well, that's not what I want, because that's all stress and anxiety. And muscle memory, old memories of the past will bring that back to him. And it's kind of like PTSD in people, and horses will have the same memories, bad memories, and the slightest sound, movement, whatnot can set them off. So in saying all that, when you get a horse in, you buy a horse and the horse has bad muscle memory, old muscle memories that are coming back to haunt him, the best thing you can do is start with exercises he already knows. Like we're going to start with Felipe here today. We've already started with him, but we're going to show you some exercises that he can do and that we started with him on to start replacing the bad muscle memories. And so we're just going to do exercises that he knows in a very calm manner without pain or fear. We never use pain or fear in our training. We always use pressure, timing, and release. Now it's the pressure that's going to ask the horse to do what we want him to do. The timing is our release. So as soon as the horse starts doing the things we want him to do, when we ask, then we release the pressure, and when we release, that's your timing. And timing can be very critical. So going in what the horse already knows, and what I mean by pressure, timing, and release is the pressure that's going to ask him to do the things I want him to do. So let's say I want him to flex to the left. I'm going to pick up the line. I'm going to start putting a little bit of pressure on it. Right there. And as soon as he starts flexing in a soft on the lead line right here, then I'm going to go ahead and release. So that's your pressure, time, and release, and that's how we train. We don't train with pain or fear, all right? So by doing the timing, the pressure, time, and release, you're going to start building new muscle memories up here where he realizes he's not going to get hurt doing the things we ask him to do. He's not going to get hurt when we go to teach him something new, for example, side passing or crossing obstacles or whatever the case may be. Whatever you're teaching your horse, he's not going to think he's going to get beat on learning new things. You're going to break it down into steps that he can understand. All right, so we're going to go through a little bit more here today with muscle memory. We're going to go ahead and start lunging him a little bit. He's been doing pretty good, but every now and then you'll see where the muscle memory starts coming back, and he'll think he has to start racing off in the canter on the lunge line. He'll get worried, his head will go up, and that's just the old stuff coming back. When he does that, then I'll go ahead and immediately slow him down, or I'll do the change direction. When horses are racing off like that on the lunge line, if I do the change of direction, he's got to stop doing it. He's got to stop racing off, and he's got to actually change directions, which will stop the speed that he's going at on racing off. And then if he races off the other direction, I'll do the change of direction again. So when it comes to the change of direction, it's a good exercise, and then I'll keep doing the change of direction until I get a softer response. He's more calm and relaxed, whatnot. So we're going to go ahead and get started. That's basically what your muscle memory is. And again, the muscle memory could be any behavior problem out there. It's just coming back to haunt them more. There's different reasons behind behavior issues. And that's why we have to peel back the layers, listen to the horse, and find the root cause of the issue, what's going on with them. It could be pain, it could be fear, it could be muscle memory, it could be the horse had a really bad start in life, which would be muscle memory. It could be, the people took really good care of their horses, but they let the horse do whatever he wants, walk over the top of them, kick at them. It could be that. The horses think, oh, they let me do it, so why not? And it could be those types of things, or it could be, another one could be stress and anxiety issues that a horse had. Now we got them out of the stress and anxiety. Now they still have bad memories from the past. All right, so we're going to keep going on. We're going to go to this lunging just to show you some really simple exercises. But the exercises with horses that have muscle memories from the past, the memories that come back and haunt them, you got to go back to exercises in the beginning that they know. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started with that. Alright, so when Felipe first came here, he knew how to lunge. He knows how to go left and right. The problem was he wanted to race left and right because he thought he was about to get whacked on from the past. And again, the way we went about changing that behavior with the old muscle memories, we start building a new muscle memory, taught him how to change directions, how to stop when he started racing off and change, and get the speed I want. Within about 10 minutes, he realized, hey, I'm not getting hurt doing this, and he started relaxing, coming down. So we really, really have to get through the exercises that he knows that he can do in a calm, relaxed manner, and it may not be like that in the beginning, but it will come out to that. The more consistent you are, the more consistent he's going to become on his relaxation and everything, all right? So we're going to go ahead and take him out there right now and just get started on some simple lunging, and we'll see how he does. He's been doing it much better, but we'll find out today where he's at and how far he's come and how he's doing. All right, so here we go. All right, so we're just going to go back to what Felipe knows. We've been working with this exercise. If you watched part 1 of the muscle memory, you can see where when I picked up the whip that Felipe just took off in a panic. So we've been working on this with him really hard, introducing the whip to him again by rubbing it on his body, between his ears, on his ears, along his legs, under his stomach, and whatnot. So now he's doing that really good. He's not trying to race off anymore. And if he did try to race off, I'd go right back to the change direction and change his direction. And that was a nice change direction right there. If they're racing off and you go to do the change direction, they have to slow their speed down. They can't do the change of direction if they're trying to bolt or run away in a panic, like Felipe was doing. So you always go back to the exercises that he knows. And like I said before, there's things out there that I'll always remember. There's things that I wish I can forget, and the same thing goes for the horse. And we can't forget about those old bad muscle memories, but what we can do is start building new muscle memories. And by building new muscle memories, we'll overcome the bad muscle memories. I hear it a lot, well, if you wouldn't have had a whip in your hand, that wouldn't have happened, and, blah, blah, blah. Well, your horse has to get used to the whip too. And if he was abused in the past, I'm sorry that your horse was abused in the past with a whip, but I'm not that person, and you're not that person. So yes, my horse needs to be comfortable with the whip or anything else I'm going to do to him. My horse should never be scared or afraid of anything I'm ever going to do to him. It's horrible to what some people do to these horses out of lack of knowledge or just because they're just plain wicked and mean and have a black heart. But it's really, really upsetting what some people do to these horses. These horses are one of the most beautiful animals in the world, and some people just think it's all right to beat on them, and it's never okay. It's never all right. And it was just recently passed where any animal abuse nationally, animal abuse is a felony, and they'll serve up to 7 years in prison to people who do it. So good. I hope they catch every one of them. So that was really good today. He didn't get excited. He walked beginning with, trotted when I asked him to trot. He wanted to stop and face me when I asked him to canter, but then he cantered. He started going a little fast, but then he slowed down pretty quickly. Other thing we want to talk about muscle memory is the muscle memory, the memories that come back to haunt your horse. The horse is never going to forget those memories. They're always going to be there. All right, it's not something he's going to forget, but there are things he can overcome by us showing him that we're not going to cause him pain or fear, and start building trust and confidence in him, respect, and with teaching him those things, he'll come around and be really good and be trusting and have confidence in people again, and those types of things aren't going to happen. Another cue we taught him, which is a really good cue, is the calm down cue. All right, so when we see horses that are nervous, excited, higher than a kite, whatever the case may be, their heads are always up here. You'll never see a horse like that with their heads down here. Their heads always go up. So one cue that we did teach Felipe in going through this process was how to lower his head. So if I put a little bit of pressure right here, Felipe is going to drop his head. He'll start dropping his head down. And we also did it from under saddle, which we'll show you in the upcoming videos. When a horse drops his head, they automatically relax. And when we do it, you know, you start from the ground. If you just put your hand right here on the halter, and you put a little bit of pressure, and you're going to watch the tip of his ear. As soon as you see the tip of that ear drop just a 1/4 of an inch right there, then you're going to go ahead and release. Again, it's pressure, asking him to put his head down. So just use maybe a 1/2 pound of pressure, if that. And then as soon as you see the tip of his ear drop, then go ahead and release. That'd be your time to release. So again, you're going to put your hand here, and we'll put a little bit of pressure. There you drop a little bit, and there you drop more. And then pretty soon, you get them to drop their heads all the way down, and he'll automatically relax. So that's a really good cue in teaching the horses how to relax and overcome their fears from the past. Or it's a really good cue from on the ground and under saddle if you have a spooky horse and you want to desensitize your horse, just teaching them how to relax by dropping their heads. And again, we'll go over that in another video that we'll be doing on teaching horses how to relax and calm down. Okay, so as we're talking about Felipe, the video camera guide, so we're teaching him the calm down cue for him to lower his head, and that will help him relax from stress, anxiety, those types of things from the bad muscle memories he suffered in the past, which are triggers. You know, there's things out there we're always going to remember. There's things we wish we can forget. The same thing goes with the horse. It's PTSD in people, and animals get PTSD too. So to help him overcome those bad muscle memories of being abused in the past, we got to rebuild new muscle memory in the horse. And in Felipe, we got to rebuild those new muscle memories by showing him exercises that he already knows without the use of pain or fear. We never use pain and fear at any time, anywhere, ever training a horse or any other animal or person or child as far as that goes. Never use pain or fear. So Felipe is coming along really good. Here in another video next week, we're going to go ahead and start getting on Felipe and doing the things he knows under saddle, so we can help him overcome those bad muscle memories under saddle as well. And then we're going to continue on with him. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't subscribed to my membership page yet, go to Google, type in Mike Hughes Horsemanship Members page, click on the link, then go to subscribe. Once you do become a member, be sure to join my group page on Facebook, and there you can add your videos in of your training lessons with your horse. You can put pictures on there, and you can ask questions so I can help you and your horse more. Thank you for watching, and enjoy your horse.